Okay, now, so here's a video of my Dupuytrens. You can see it's in my pinky. It used to be in my ring finger. It ran right up my finger, right into the palm. And it looked just like this, only it was in this finger. And it had 2 rounds of injections, xiaflex injections, into my hand, into this finger. It was bent like this. And after a few months, it ate all of that away. They did the manipulation. My finger straightened out, and everything was good. And then, 6 months or so after, it jumped into this finger. And now, it is absolutely stuffed. You can see it's like a marshmallow in there. From up at the top down to the bottom is just full of all those deposits. Not sure if it's exactly calcium or what it is scientifically, but or medically. Now my pinky finger won't open. My ring finger's fine, but now the whole side of my pinky here is almost useless. And it also jumped to my pointer finger. You can see right at the base here. It's pulling right there, and it's wrapped around my whole finger here all the way to that joint. That would be the PIP joint. And I even feel some at the base of my thumb here, some nodules starting. So this stuff is incredibly invasive. I don't know if this happens to a high percentage of patients with Dupuytren's, but it seems like as soon as I get something, as soon as it's eliminated from one area, it immediately spreads throughout the rest of my hand. So, moving on to this hand, my ring finger, this is what my ring finger looked like on my left hand prior to the first injection. Now this one, very similar, only this one right here, you can see right at the crease of the palm of my hand, it's where the tendon kind of cuts across. It's super painful. So I'm going to have xiaflex injected in this hand. Today is December 3rd, 2015. And I'm going to have my injection the 14th and then manipulated on the 16th, I believe it is. So I'm kind of nervous because I'm afraid as soon as this heals after the xiaflex, it's going to spread to one of my other fingers, and it's going to be twice as bad, much like my other hand. I mean, I don't know if the video conveys exactly what this actually is like, but it is super painful. I've been reading about Dupuytren's for quite some time, and the word pain never comes up, and man, this is painful. Trying to pick things up, I constantly drop things. It almost makes your hand, I don't know, it's like you almost can't control what you're grasping. I mean, I got nodules on the PIPs. Those things are hurting like crazy. Bang that up against a door or something. Tell me that ain't painful. But anyway, yeah, so I'd be curious to know if anybody else has a similar situation, or am I just a rare case? Maybe somebody else has had the same thing, the same xiaflex manipulation, and it just goes away completely. I'd be interested to know if anybody has the same issues I have. I don't know. I'll have a follow-up after my next injection just to see if this is getting any worse on my other hand. If you have any comments, let me know how this affects you. Thanks.